Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. John Cena did not appear on WWE Raw this week. The Cenation leader is scheduled to main event WrestleMania 41 against Cody Rhodes. Both men have crossed paths over the past several weeks. During a recent episode of Legion of Raw on Sportskeeda WrestleBinge, Vince Russo shared his prediction for Cena's next appearance on a weekly WWE television show. The John Cena-Cody Rhodes segment from last week's Raw received huge praise from an industry legend. Matt Hardy said he was a big fan of the work on his MATTHARDYBRAND podcast. Cody Rhodes is advertised to appear on the upcoming episode of SmackDown in Seattle. It remains to be seen whether the American Nightmare will be confronted by his WrestleMania opponent on the blue brand. Manik Aftab writes exclusive articles for Sportskeeda Wrestling's WWE division. A B.A. Hans in English literature helped him improve his writing skills before starting his career as a pro wrestling writer. Before joining Sportskeeda, Aftab worked for Ringside News and The Sportster, where his wrestling articles and feature pieces consistently ranked on the first page of Google SARPs. He prioritizes accuracy, relevance, and ethics in his reporting by conducting thorough research, verifying sources, and adhering to professional journalistic standards. While Aftab's favorite wrestler in AEW is Hangman Adam Page, he doesn't have a favorite in WWE yet. However, he considers Stone Cold Steve Austin to be the greatest professional wrestler of all time. His earliest memory of watching pro wrestling was when The Rock faced the New Age Outlaws in a handicap match, but it was the John Cena vs. Edge match from Unforgiven 2006 that got him hooked. If given the chance to manage a star from the Attitude Era, he would choose the British Bulldog, as he believes Davey Boy Smith was a terrific worker and could have benefited from having a mouthpiece for his lack of mixed skills. As we look forward to the next chapter in John Cena's illustrious WWE career, it's hard not to think about the impact he's made over the years and the influence he's had on the company, fans, and the industry at large. WWE legend Vince Russo, known for his creative mind behind many of the most memorable storylines in wrestling history, has offered an exclusive prediction on what Cena's next appearance in the WWE might look like. In this piece, we'll explore Russo's vision for Cena's return, how it could shape WWE's future storylines, and what it means for the fans. John Cena's return to WWE has always been a major event. From his early days as the Doctor of Thugonomics to his transformation into the heroic, never-give-up persona, Cena has undergone a number of iconic evolutions. Each return has been met with a unique buzz, and his appearances are often marked by a special level of anticipation. Cena, of course, has built a career beyond wrestling, carving a path as an actor, philanthropist, and pop culture icon. Yet there's a part of him that will always be intertwined with the WWE, and for Russo, Cena's next appearance is more than just another cameo or part-time appearance. It's a chance to craft an unforgettable moment in WWE history. John Cena is not just a wrestler. He's an icon. He's someone that transcends the business, Vince Russo says. But the key is this: when Cena comes back, it can't just be for a match. It has to be for something that makes sense, something that captivates the audience in a way they haven't been captivated in a long time. And that's where the creativity comes in. Vince Russo, known for blending the lines between reality and storyline, believes Cena's return should involve something deeply personal and reflective of his real-life experiences. In the current era of wrestling, where the lines between kayfabe and reality are often blurred, Russo sees an opportunity to leverage Cena's real-life journey in Hollywood and his role as a global ambassador. Let's get real for a second, Russo continues. John Cena's success outside of WWE is huge, and it's undeniable. But the beauty of WWE is that it can take real-life elements and inject them into the product. I want to see a storyline where Cena returns, and he's not just here to wrestle. He's here to prove something to himself and to the audience. Cena's character could be positioned as someone who has moved on from WWE, focusing on his movie career and philanthropic work. But Russo envisions a twist. Cena comes back with a chip on his shoulder, reflecting on his past and questioning his legacy in the company. This isn't about the usual babyface versus heel dynamic. It's about Cena grappling with the idea of whether or not he needs to prove himself again in the ring. Maybe Cena returns, and the first thing he does is call out the entire locker room, saying that he doesn't need to prove anything anymore, Russo suggests. He's done it all, and he's made his mark. But then maybe there's someone younger, someone hungrier, who challenges him. And Cena, for the first time in his career, is forced to question whether he's still got what it takes. If Cena's return is to be a legacy-defining moment, Russo believes it should involve a high-stakes feud with someone who represents the future of the company. The idea of Cena's passing the torch moment is one that has been teased for years, and while there are several potential candidates, Russo has a few names in mind who could serve as ideal opponents. There's no doubt in my mind that WWE has a ton of talent right now that could benefit from a program with Cena, Russo states. But if I had to pick one person, it's someone like Seth Rollins. Seth is a guy who is constantly pushing the envelope and proving himself. If you put him in a match with Cena, it becomes a clash of two generations. Cena's legacy is one of the most dominant in wrestling, and Rollins is building his own legacy as one of the most versatile and consistent performers today. Russo imagines a scenario where Cena and Rollins clash over who is truly the face of WWE. Cena might initially dismiss Rollins as a flash in the pan, but Rollins, with his agility and craft, would prove to Cena that he has what it takes to carry the company forward. This story could involve Cena's frustration with the newer generation of WWE talent, leading to an intense, multi-layered rivalry. Cena could be this old-school guy who thinks the newer guys don't respect the history of the business, Russo explains. He's angry because, in his eyes, the younger generation is pushing WWE in a direction he doesn't agree with. And Rollins, well, he represents everything Cena might hate: the unpredictability, the innovation, and the next step in the business. This is a program that could really elevate both guys. But beyond Rollins, Russo also throws out names like Roman Reigns, Kevin Owens, and even the enigmatic Bray Wyatt as possible opponents. Each one represents a different facet of the wrestling business and could bring a unique dynamic to the Cena storyline. One of the hallmarks of Vince Russo's creative genius is his ability to tell stories that resonate with audiences on a personal level. For Cena's next appearance, Russo believes the key will be crafting an emotional story that connects with the fans on a deeper level. I think we've reached a point in WWE where it's not just about who can do the biggest flips or the most moves, Russo says. It's about storytelling. And Cena has always been someone who can draw emotion from the crowd, whether they're cheering for him or booing him. He's been through highs and lows, and that's what makes him relatable. Russo envisions a return that highlights Cena's emotional struggles, showing the man behind the persona and giving fans a glimpse into the psyche of a superstar who's always been larger than life, but now faces his own doubts. This emotional element could be key in making Cena's return feel like a major moment in WWE history. Cena doesn't need to be a superhero, Russo adds. He just needs to be real. If we can tap into that realness, and if Cena is allowed to show his vulnerability, the fans will connect with him in a way that transcends the character. Vince Russo's predictions for Cena's next WWE appearance suggest that the future of WWE lies in creative risks, emotional depth, and new rivalries that can bring out the best in all talents involved. Cena's return, when it happens, will undoubtedly be one of the most significant events in WWE's history, and Russo's vision offers a glimpse into what could be a transformative moment for the company. Whether Cena faces off with a new generation star or reignites a rivalry with an old foe, one thing is certain: John Cena's next WWE appearance won't be just another match. It will be an unforgettable chapter in his career, and for WWE, it will mark the beginning of a new, exciting era. Fans everywhere can only hope that when the time comes, Cena will bring his never-give-up spirit back to the ring and take WWE to new heights once again.